Brad James and with the Brad James Band, and we're here to talk about the new release that we have coming out on Horton Records called Brad James Band at Fellowship Hall. And we started working on it in January of 2018, recorded over in Little Rock at Fellowship Hall Sound, and we're coming up on the home stretch here of having it done, and realized that that we needed to enlist some of your help to get this Kickstarter thing working and help us get this album out and released in a manner that that is fit. So we'll tell you about the recording and some of the cool rewards, why we think they're kind of special, and we'd love for you to have them. For a long time, I had wanted to record some of my songs that had been with me for a long time and been pretty important to me. Some of them have been recorded other places, but I didn't really feel like I had definitive versions in kind of a compilation as a package. So I'd wanted to do that for a long time. And when my friend Chris Combs was doing a Kickstarter for Combsy, my wife noticed that there was a reward tier that was for this amount I'll produce your album. And so I quickly called Chris and we talked about it, and we're excited about working together. Chris recommended that a good way to approach the music that we were trying to make, get the vibe that we were trying to achieve and the sound and everything, is that I wanted to do it too, all wanted to play together live in the same room. And he thought that it would be pretty important, pretty neat part of getting that real vibey, authentic sound was to hit a 2-inch tape machine, analog tape machine. And that just the bass and drums, and when they are all playing in the same room with people that love and care about each other and the music and everything, that's the way to get the sound we were after. So he recommended we go to Fellowship Hall Sound, our friend Jason Weinheimer's studio in Little Rock, Arkansas. We got there on a Friday evening and stayed through Monday evening and had a real intense few sessions, very productive. But that first night when we got there and just set up and played a little while and walked back into the control room and heard the playback off of that analog tape machine, we thought, that's why we're here. Fellowship Hall, that's actually the name of the album. We decided that just at Fellowship Hall was a good thing to call it. And we had Nicholas Foster on drums and Kristen Rule on percussion, and Dylan Layton on bass, Andrea Kyle on organ, and myself, and we all went over there with Chris Combs. Jason Weinheimer was the engineer, and so we recorded for a couple days and had really great productive sessions. A lot of love in the room, a lot of people just playing well together, and I think we captured that. All through the process of the recording, I had been paying out of pocket for all of these services. There's so many behind-the-scenes things that go on. There's the recording studio and the engineers, and then paying and lodging the musicians that played with me in Little Rock. There's the photography and the artwork, and then mixing and mastering, all that kind of thing. And right here at the end of the process, I just kind of realized we could sure use a little help with this Kickstarter. And we'll try and get you some cool rewards, some special kind of things, some signed albums, CDs, T-shirts, probably some performance tiers too, where we could come and play for you. Okay, so what we came up with, we just got these in the mail and we're real excited about them. It had been a lifelong goal of mine to have a vinyl record to put on a record player and flip, and so we wanted to get a nice 180-gram piece of vinyl. We talked to some different audiophile friends of mine, and what everybody agrees is that the 180-gram lasts a good long time, and we want you to play this a lot for a long time. It's got the cool Important Records Tulsa flag logo on it. And so what we find out is 180 gram. Then you got to step up and buy the heavier cardstock and step up and get the gatefold, because the artists and the photographers did such a nice job and everything. Brian Clifton was on site in the studio and got a lot of these studio shots, and our friend Phil Clarkin shot the front and back cover. And then Steve Hammonds at ID Tulsa did a wonderful job of the whole graphic layout. It's wonderfully edited and mixed and produced by Chris Combs and mastered by Kevin Lively. Anyway, we're real pleased with the package, and we hope that you'd like one.